YOLO. Bad ice angle. Hi everyone. Little late today. We got a. I picked the kids up, and they're staying overnight here. So I had the kids to take care of. I have baths and brush teeth, and I forgot to wipe my screen off again. I think that's what it is. On-air meeting. Okay. Hello, Monster. Hello, Michael. Dinner was good. There's the Barrows checking in from possibly a boat, maybe in the ocean, probably maybe in somewhere in Europe. I wonder how long it takes to get to Europe on a boat. Hot and honey. Always hot and honey. If they sell hot and honey, that's what I'm getting. That's my go-to every time. Hello, Annette. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Leah. Jen. Yeah, so. Hello, Michelle. The tiny terrorist is asleep. His brother is on the couch. He told me his bedtime's 9. I didn't call his mom to check on him. He swears it was. I told him I was going to call his mom and ask her. And he said, go ahead. So, I think he wasn't lying. We'll see. It was fantastic, Michelle. It was the best event. We made more money on Saturday at that event than probably the last 3 that we did down there combined. It was constant flow of people. The pickle shirt was a big hit. Matter of fact, I just called Bob and ordered, I don't know, 12 or however many more, because a lot of people actually bought them. Like I said, if we run out of sizes, you could buy them, we'll mail it to you, whatever. Don't have any idea. We're just doing the sway with, yeah. I went on a cruise one time to Bermuda, and we were in the remnants, or the I guess the remnants of a hurricane. And I'll never forget this. We were sitting on the top, whatever, the restaurant in the top deck. I mean, it wasn't outside. It was the top floor, though. And I was sitting there in a chair, and, like, the boat was rocking. Like, you couldn't really, you could sort of feel it, but it wasn't crazy. Photographer I'm friends with. I don't know. I don't know, Shannon. Hello, Ken. What's up, Joel? Anyway, we're sitting at this restaurant on the top of this ship, and we were the swells were like 70, 80 foot sea swells. So, but, the boats are huge. You don't, but it's going, and so you'd be sitting there, and you could just it just just moving real slow, but, it would tip this way, and all you would see is sky, and then when it would tip, it was going side to side, so when it would go down the other way, all you could see was water. You couldn't even see the sky at all. And then it would go back the other way. Oh, okay. Lynn Shook. I did not know she had Aussies. I do know she's a photographer. There you go. Good job, Kelly. Secretary coming through. It's a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, but it is a joke. Okay, I'm out of sword shit. What year? I don't know, Monster. I actually just. Oh, I don't think it was even that early. I don't really know, actually. I don't feel. I know I saw the picture. That was awesome. Robert, invite him to the group, man. Bring him in. I actually got somebody to sign up today on a job. I don't think. Maybe Todd would know. No, Todd was earlier than that. Todd, do you know when Dave Lusikanich and Frank Zielinski graduated. I thought they were closer to me. I didn't think they were that far ahead because I feel like I was in high school when they were, which I guess could have been 86 still, but I don't really know. I don't really know. Hello, Natasha. I'm not really sure. Hello, Mike. I missed the podcast tonight, Mike. Or was the podcast tonight? I don't know. I was dealing with 2 little kids. Well, 1 little kid and 1 young adult. Oh, this... I don't know about this one. I got a bad feeling about this. I can't believe it. I don't know, Mantra. I thought they were closer than that. I thought we were closer together than that. I'm not really sure. I don't know. They were, I thought I was in school with them, which if I was, it could have been 86, but I don't know. I didn't think that they were that much older. Very well could have been, though. I have no idea. I feel like I wouldn't have remembered, though, if I wasn't in high school, because I didn't wrestle, and I knew of them very well. Matter of fact, I knew him, but he didn't know me. But we were actually Dave's son, Dave. I met him this week, hung out with him this weekend a little bit. We were taking down I was taking down the glass panels, plexiglass panels in the front of 110 Tavern. They put plexiglass up over the winter so they can use the outside front porch over the winter, and so I took them down for her, whatever day it was. And he came down. No, it couldn't have been Sunday. I don't fucking know what day it was. No, Sunday was yesterday. Saturday? Let me think. Yeah, I guess it was Saturday. It was Saturday. Came home from the show. I don't remember. I think it was Saturday. It doesn't matter what day it was. I was down there. I met Dave. I met little Dave. I mean, I knew him. He didn't know me. And we got to talking a little bit. Very nice kid. I've never had a conversation with him before. So we got to talk a little bit. It's good. He wrestled with my little brother, Mikey. I told you Saturday. Oh, so then it was Friday, I guess. I don't fucking know. I guess it was Friday then. Okay. Must have been Friday. Yeah, there you go, Barry. It was one of them days that end in Y. Isn't that a country song? There's something. There's a country song with a line, the days that end, something about days that end in Y. I don't remember anything about the song, but I do remember that line specifically. All right, this is called Royal Flush. Crown Royal, peach schnapps, strawberry liqueur, Sprite, and simple syrup. There's a lot of Crown. There's a lot more Crown than anything else in this thing. I'm not sure about this one, but anyway, Royal Flush. Crown Royal, peach schnapps, strawberry liqueur, Sprite, simple syrup. Cheers. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's actually not bad at all, now that That's not bad at all, as a matter of fact. That really does taste... It tastes a lot like... It tastes a lot like Crown Peach and Sprite. Oddly enough. That's not bad at all, actually. I can't remember the name of that damn song, though. Alexa, how would I even tell her? How would I even instruct her to... Alexa, play the song Days That End in Y. Let's see if she comes up with anything. This is it. I don't have any idea what it's called. It's a Morgan Wallen song. I can recognize his voice. What I do like about Alexa is she is quite capable of. I'll say a line of a song. It's not the title of the song. I know it's not the title of the song, and I'll be like, play, and I just say the line like if that's the song, and she'll say, "Sorry, I couldn't find that, but I found this," and she'll play the song that I was looking for. Nights to start with whiskey and days that end in Y. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I could, Mike. I could. I just can't read it. It's too far away. I mean, my eyes are fucked. I could probably see. I quit using her for a little while there, and I was just using YouTube Music because my stereo is Bluetooth, which I didn't really pay attention to. So I can do YouTube Music on my phone, and then I got the phone right here, so I can find stuff, which is nice. The problem with it is I don't pay for YouTube Music, so I got commercials. Oh, it did say it, Mike. It definitely said it, but I couldn't. Like I don't have it turned up loud because first of all, if I turn it up, I don't want to wake Jensen up, which I don't think he would wake up because he's averse to it. They sleep trained him very well. And two, if I turn it up too loud, here's what's going to happen. 30 days from now, I'm going to get a notification that this live is about to be erased from Facebook. So then I'll download it to my phone, and then I'll upload it to the YouTube page. And then YouTube will give it a strike because the music's too loud, and they can hear it. Which doesn't matter because we don't monetize anything. But if you monetized your page, then every single video that they hear a song lyric in, you would get a strike and you won't be able to monetize that entire video because of even if they heard music for 10 seconds, you couldn't monetize the entire video no matter how long it was. I didn't go back and look. When Joey and Carolyn came here on Saturday, we did. I was live. I made one drink and I'm like, oh shit! They said they were coming. So I ended the live to go live on the other phone so it would be horizontal down the bar. And then they, I don't know how long we were live. I don't know what time they got here. 9 o'clock. I don't know how long we were live. I just know at some point they left and I took a shower. And when I crawled into bed, it was 2 a.m. I don't really, all the rest of it. In between there and there is hazy. So I don't remember how long they were here. I don't remember how long they were here after the live ended. And we don't see them often enough. And they're one of those people where when we get together, when we go to their house, we don't want to leave. If they come here, we just go and go and go and go and go. And it's like, sooner or later, it's like, yeah, we're going to probably have to shut this thing down at some point. We went to, one of the best ones we did way before Team Spoonman. We were live. It was Honest Travs, and Heath and I were here, and Joey was on, and Carol. They used to be on all the time way back then, because he couldn't run his. Well, I guess he could run his food truck, or I don't remember what he was doing, but he was on. We were on. And he was cook. Oh yeah, when he used to run his food truck all the time, he'd be cooking all hours of the night. So he was outside cooking for the next day. And we were talking, and I said, "You got any ribs over there or something?" He's like, "Yeah, we got ribs left from yesterday or last week or whatever." We're like, heat them up. We'll be right over. Well, we were both drinking, and at the time, Matt and Kate were living here. This was before they were married. They didn't have Jace. Jace was at his dad's house. I mean, she had Jace, but Jace was at his dad's house. They didn't have Jensen yet. And I said, I told Mimo, go get Matt. He's driving us. And Kate was fucking mad because we took him out of bed. And he drove us over there. And we went live from over there. We went live from the truck. We were eating ribs. We were eating wings. We were in the kitchen. Matt was drinking whiskey with him. I don't know how long we were there, but it was just one of those days where, you know, we were live for a couple hours here. We went down there. We were live for an hour or so there, and then we were there for 2.5 more hours just hanging out. And that's what it is. You get to, like, you know, I say to people all the time, Fridays and Saturdays is the best day. If you want to come here for the drink of the day, Fridays and Saturdays are the best days because I can't, if I got to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, I can't be, it's not just a live. First of all, I don't like kicking people out. So if somebody comes here at 7 o'clock for the live or 7:30 or 8 o'clock or whatever for the live, well, we go live. However long, sometimes it goes an hour, sometimes it goes 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever. And then sometimes the live ends and it goes for 2 more hours, which is also fine. But it's not so good when you got to, you know, work the next day or whatever. Side jobs is different. I don't mind if I'm tired and out of sorts for a side job. That's different. Totally different. But, yeah. It was a good time. Very good time. It was always great when we get together with Joey and Carolyn, and we all 4 of us agreed in text messaging the next day that we have to, we gotta stop. We gotta do this more often. This is silly. Because it's just, you know, it's one of those things. We always say, everybody's too busy. Everybody's always too busy. You know, too busy for this, too busy for that. Next thing you know, fucking a year goes by, you don't get to see somebody who you absolutely love hanging out with. And it's like, you know what? If we just said, but if you sat down and you said, okay, the first Saturday of every month we're going to get together, or even whatever, Wednesday, I don't care. You don't have to come here. We can go down. We can go out to eat or do whatever. If you put it in your calendar that whatever this day is every month, we're going to get together that day. Then you schedule your life around it. Now, granted, things are going to come up now and then. Hey, we can't do it Wednesday next week. How about Thursday or Friday or whatever? But if you don't plan it, it's just like everybody. I talk every year. We say we're going to go fishing more, and I said, what we need to do is start planning fishing trips. We got to quit saying we're going to go fishing more. We need to just pick a fucking date, put it in the calendar, reserve it, book it, boom. Now it's locked in. Now something comes up. Oh, I can't. I'm fishing that day. You know what I mean? Or it's scheduled. It's a scheduled event, so that's what we got to do. That's how we got to run things. But I know, Ken. I messaged him Sunday, and I said, "How you do?" I don't think I don't know. He said he woke up. He said not too bad. He goes, I hit the pillow at 1:30, which I don't know how I was awake till 2. He's got a half hour, not a half hour. He's got a 15, 20 minute ride home. He goes, I hit the pillow at 1:30. He said, I woke up an hour later with a leg cramp. He goes, I took a salt. He's doing the carnivore thing, so he's drinking a lot of salt water. He goes, I drank a salt water, fell back asleep. He said, woke up an hour later or something. He goes, I'm pretty good right now. He goes, today's my Friday. I got till 5 o'clock, and it was, I don't know, it was 2:30 or 3 o'clock when I messaged him, and because I had just finished our job and I was on my way back home. And he said, I'm sure it'll hit me around 7 o'clock. But I got home Sunday. I fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I laid down at 2 a.m. I woke up at 5:45. Went and did this job. Came home. I'm telling you, I pulled in the driveway. I didn't even shut my car off. I pulled in the driveway, yanked on the emergency brake, ran in the house, got my money to pay for my dues for the club, left to go to the club meeting, got there. I got back home here at maybe 4:45. Jumped in the cold plunge. Came out of the cold plunge. The dogs were outside. I let the dogs out when I went in the cold plunge. Cleaned up dog poop. Walked around the yard cleaning up dog poop for a while, and then got chicken eggs and went in the house. And Meemaw came home and she's like, "Did you do this? Did you do?" I'm like, "I literally just got home." I'm like, "I got out of the cold tank." She caught me while I was cleaning up dog poop. I said, "I've been home for 10 minutes." Hello, Benjamin. There's the sound guy. Lead bassist for the Shaggy Bastards, which will be playing live at Spoonapalooza. Allegedly. Is there such a thing as a lead bassist? I guess just bassist. There's only one bass. He said bass is harder to play than guitar, which I feel like it's something that every bass player would say. It's got less strings. Just saying. All right, we'll do one more. And then I got to go take care of my chickens. See how Jace is. Jace is actually pretty good. You could get him to go to sleep easy. Jensen whines a little bit. We let him watch. He cries because he wants to watch Paw Patrol. Because that's the new thing now. I give him. He's good though. I tell him, all right, you got 5 minutes. So I set the timer on the phone for 5 minutes. You set it on the thing so he can see the timer going. Relax over there. So he set the timer on the phone for 5 minutes. When that thing hits 0, he just gets up and he walks to the bedroom. He's so good that way. Check this out. Joey got me this for the duck race. If Jensen would have seen this thing is so soft, he definitely would have went to sleep with it. He thought it had a fancy little goatee and everything. It's a little bit whiter than mine. Patriotic hat? Come on. That's coming, boys and girls. We got about a week. Week and a half. Week and a half or ducks will go on sale. I actually, when I knew that I was getting them and they were staying here tonight, I actually considered letting them draw ducks just because Izzy keeps hounding me because Izzy's already bought, I don't even know. Izzy's bought like 24, 26 ducks already. And then we got some free ones. We got anybody that spends $100 on Team Spoonman stuff in one shot gets a duck. That was Brittany's idea last year at Spoonapalooza. She said, if anybody spends $100, we should give them a duck. And I said, yeah, let's do it all year. If anybody ever buys $100 of merchandise, whatever, anything, merchandise, hot sauce, honey, anything, you do a one shot, $100, boom, you get a free duck at the duck race. And I think we got, I don't know, 8 or 9. Sharice spent $200 something before Christmas. She did Christmas shopping down here, which was beautiful. Helps us, helps her. Very good. I can't decide if the pickle shirt is going to be a regular shirt now, or like I don't know, if just do it for an event. The event thing, I don't see. We sold a shit ton of them, but I don't know if we sold them because they're funny or because it was a pickle event. I'm not sure. So, I'm not sure if I want to carry them yet or not. If we do, it's probably going to be limited. I can't. The problem is we carry all these things. We get smalls and mediums, and we sell like we can have 2 3Xs, but like if we sell 1 4X of something, okay. But like we got tons of Spoonapalooza shit, 4X and 3X and smalls. That's all that's left. Everything else is gone, which is always the case, and then you just end up with this shit forever. And I can't throw it away. It's just not. I'm not wired that way. So I'll give it away before I throw it away. Benny, how's them golf greens looking over there? Hello, Nico. Damn, this is 2 red ones in a row, and it's not Friday. We should have saved this for Friday. Anyway, this is called Barefoot Bliss. What time is it? I got messages. 8:20. All right. Chicken's got to be closed pretty soon. All right. Barefoot Bliss is vodka, coconut rum, peach schnapps, cranberry juice, and pineapple. I still can't believe that Nashville is the capital of Tennessee. This doesn't seem right. Anyway, Barefoot Bliss, vodka, coconut rum, peach schnapps, cranberry, pineapple. Vodka ruins all these drinks. It's not bad, but I can taste vodka, and there's no reason for that. Alcohol ruins drinks. The taste of alcohol, I mean, not the alcohol itself. Although maybe. Natasha calling for it, Nico. State capitals with Nico. Let's stick with the United States. We got enough fucking problems with that. I don't know how I think one of the things started because we were talking about how many countries there are in North America. And you think, most people, if you say how many countries are in North America, you think Canada, North America, Mexico. Most people come up with 3. But there's like 26. I'm like, what? It's all those islands. What? Robert, we should have sent you with honey. Robert, this is my idea. Here's my idea. Oh, this I could right here. I'm ready for this one. This is my idea right here. We take a bottle of Jack. We drink it down to here. Like right about where this is now. And then we fill it with honey up to here. And then see if you put honey in the whiskey warm, it'll dissolve into it. I don't know what the word is. I guess dissolve. It'll dissolve into it. We could shake it all up. Really? You can't bring honey with you? That's some bullshit. I know you can't bring Jack. I'm sure you can't. I know you can't bring Jack with you, but you should be able to bring honey with you. You should tell him you have diabetes, and you keep honey. You have to eat raw honey when your blood sugar gets low. That's what I would have said. Or put it in a shampoo bottle, or something. We did. I probably shouldn't say this on here, but when I was an amaretto guy. So amaretto is like amaretto's similar in color to it's similar in color to that. I would take a iced tea bottle, like a jug, just a plastic jug of iced tea, and I'd fill it up with amaretto and put it in my cooler when I would go to Canada. I mean, if they open it, it was obviously it's alcohol, but if they smelled it, maybe. I don't know how you get honey. Seems like you should be able to take honey. That's weird. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Uncle Sarah Weeder. I asked Jason if he wanted to come down here and say hi to the people. He did not. Draw lots of amaretto. That a boy. I love amaretto. That used to be amaretto and Coke Zero was all I drank until I started doing YOLOs, and now I like Jack Honey. I mean, I went somewhere and they didn't have Jack Honey, and I got an amaretto and Diet Coke Zero, whatever, and I was like, wow, that's good. That is really good. But I just do the Jack Honey. I do it. I'm a YOLO guy now. I like it. I like what it stands for. I like why we do it, and so I'm a YOLO guy. It's probably slightly less sugar than amaretto. I will say this, though. When I go to Canada, when I cross the border, we always stop at the duty-free store and buy a bottle. You can buy a liter bottle of alcohol to take in with you, because that's all you're allowed to bring and not have to pay tax on it. So we stop at the tax-free store, and I'll buy Honey Jack, but if they don't have Honey Jack, I buy amaretto. And then when we get to Canada, because a bottle's not going to last a week, so then we go to the liquor store in Canada, and I will buy. They do have honey. Well, now they don't have Honey Jack anymore. They used to. They don't sell They won't sell Honey Jack anymore in Canada now. I don't know how long that'll be until that reverses, but as of now, there is no more American liquor in Canada. Allegedly. So, I could do Crown. I do like vanilla Crown and Coke. That's very good also. Well, you kids have a good time over there. I don't know where the fuck they're going, but they're in... I think they're doing Spain, Italy, Portugal. I don't know. They're in Europe. They're somewhere over there in Europe. Or a bunch of places in Europe, as a matter of fact. I'm not a big... I don't know. I don't really give a shit about... Mima, I don't know. Mima likes history. She might... I would love to take an RV and go across this country. I would just love to have... I would love to take a month or more off and just drive across the country and just see shit. Like, there's crazy, crazy, crazy awesome landscape things in the United States that are phenomenal to see. Plus, I'd want to go to, like, Wyoming and Montana and places where there's just giant herds of like huge animals and stuff. Portugal, Spain, Italy. Four more days. Yeah, if you guys swing by Russia at all, say hi to Natasha. Italy would be all right, I think. Portugal, Spain, Italy. I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Ireland. That's all. See, Ken, that's what I would like to do. Yeah, that's what I just want to drive. I just literally want to drive across the country and see shit. So the guy that does all my vinyl, that does all my stickers, every sticker that you ever see has been done by Hawk Signs, and Dennis Hawk is an antler collector. He's got fucking. He built a garage. He built a garage because he has so much antlers, but he went to Yellowstone. So if you go to Yellowstone, the park, you can't pick up antlers. It's against the law to pick up antlers on the ground. So anybody doesn't know, like steers have horns. So horns are their whole life. Antlers are 1 year. Every year, any animal in the deer family, so deer, caribou, elk, moose, mule deer, what else? Whatever. Their antlers, they grow every year and fall off at the end of the season. In Yellowstone, you're not allowed to pick up an antler. So if you find an antler that fell off of a deer, you're not allowed to pick it up. It's against the law to pick it up. But they pay the boys, so they don't pay them. The Boy Scouts, or apparently now the fucking Scouts, because they can't be called Boy Scouts. Don't get me started on that fucking bullshit. They collect them, and then they have an antler auction. So they break them down in they break them down into groups of sizes and stuff. But he showed me pictures. When I say a car trailer, I mean an open car trailer where like somebody hauls a car on it. It's usually a race car or something. A car trailer, and the antlers are just piled up 6 feet high in the middle of the trailer, and they're strapped on with bungee, like ratchet straps over top of it. Like elk antlers. Like thousands of pounds of elk antlers. And that's like a lot. Like that, you buy that lot. You buy the entire weight of that trailer. But anyway, he went out there. So Yellowstone National Park, the Boy Scouts collect the antlers, and then they have an antler auction at the end of the year, and then all the whatever the proceeds are, the Boy Scouts get like 10% from the auction or something like that. I don't know what the numbers are exactly, but that's how it works. So he went out there for this antler auction. Well, he took like 2 weeks off of work, him and his wife. They left in his truck. He said he took all the stuff to like change oil in his truck and the whole thing. And he had it mapped out, like, we're going to stay here, this and that. We're going to stay. They had campgrounds they were camping in with a tent. And then, like, we were here, we're going to stay in a hotel, we're going to go here, whatever. But he stayed at all these places, and he took pictures of all. He showed me all the pictures of this trip, and I'm like, it doesn't even look like it's from this fucking planet. It's from this country. Like, it was crazy. And I'm like, God, that's so, like, this country has such a variety of amazing things to see. I don't need to go to somebody else's country. I'd rather see mine. I have no idea how I got off on that tangent, but welcome to Drink of the Day with Papal. That's how it goes. I don't know. Apparently Russia has a lot of farmlands. When I was a kid, we camped on the beaches in Cali for 2 weeks. Hello, Kelly. I'm at work baking. I feel like I'm baking right now myself. I'm fried. I still didn't catch up from Saturday night, man. Yeah, I know, Ben. Listen, I talked about driving to Florida just because, like right now, like currently, I talked about driving to Florida because Jenny's mom lives down there, Richard Underwood lives down there. Somebody else. And I'm like, all right, well, I would go. First of all, if I'm driving down the east coast of Florida, I ain't fucking around. There you go. Get him, Robert. If I'm driving down there, I'm stopping at Stan Buck's house. I'm stopping at Debbie's house. I'm stopping at Monster's house. I was going to stop at Freedom, but I think Freedom moved back to Indiana because he got out of the military. I guess I can stop at Benning now and say hi to Brian. At least one, I think. I think one of Jonice's daughters is down there now in Benning. So I can at least see one of them. Maybe both of them. I don't know. And, just catch some people in the group on the way down. I probably stop at my uncle's house. My uncle lives in... No, actually moved to Virginia now. He was in South Carolina. I think he's in Virginia now again. Or no, he sold his place in Virginia. Where the fuck does he live now? Actually, I don't even remember. I feel like he's back in Virginia again. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Fast fishing is awesome. But if you're going to... Oh, bass fishing. Bass fishing is awesome, but if you're going to go to the beach, Gulf Coast all the way. I don't give a... No, I'm not going to the beach. I'm not fucking going to go to the beach. I'm going to visit people. And I got to visit my brother. My brother actually lives on the Gulf side of Florida. He doesn't live on the beach, but he lives on the Gulf side. But I got to go visit Richard Underwood, and I got to visit Jenny's mom. If I'm doing it. But I ain't, like, if I'm going for 2 weeks. I'm not fucking, fuck that. I'm taking my time. We do the drink of the day from a different state every day, or two. It'll be fun. I don't know how I talk Nemo into that. She ain't going to come along. It's not going to be her thing because she hates driving. So that's me be riding solo. FaceTime, I guess. Maybe Silas will go. He likes road trips. Alright, I gotta go close the chickens. Benny, we gotta do a live from the lake. Benny, listen. Get ready for live from the lake. We're going fishing shortly. I just talked to Joey. Joey was here Saturday night. You can come with Joey. That'll be fucking fun. Oh, Joey's fun. Joey's so fucking fun. And I can't take Izzy because Joey and Izzy are on opposite shifts. So that means they're never going to be off at the same time. One of them's always working. So that means it's either going to be Izzy and somebody, maybe Izzy and Ken and I, and then Joey and me and someone else. So Benny, that someone else could be you. And listen, when we go fishing, we don't give a fuck what we catch. We'll catch sunfish or pan or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's just we go fishing. First of all, if Joey brings the bacon, you're not going to want to miss it. No, I'm not going to Beltsville. There's no fish in Beltsville. We're going somewhere different. I want to go back up to that lake in Williamsport in the spring. Yes, Robert. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Kelly, we got to get on this. We got to get on this. It's coming. The panfish are going to be soon spawning. Yes, you can catch spawning bass, but you can't eat them. We want to catch fish that we can eat. We'll have a fish fry. All we got to do, if we go up to that, I want to go back to that lake again, to that, I can't even remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. It was the first, hello, Ben. It was the first live from the lake we ever did. It was me, Joey, and Izzy. What the fuck was that lake called? It's up by Williamsport. It's like 2 hours away. But it's supposed to be a phenomenal perch lake. We went there in November. It was warm, but we went there in November and we caught some decent bluegills and a couple of actually we might have caught one or two perch, that's it. But nothing big. But if you go in there spawning to a perch, that might be it. Rose Valley. That was it, Kelly. Rose Valley. I think it's called Rose Valley Lake. But it's a man-made thing. There's 3 boat launches on it. It's fucking small. Like I mean, it's hard to say because Mauch Chunk is long. Mauch Chunk is very, very long. It's probably half the size or less of Mauch Chunk. I loved a fly-in muskie trip. No, I would not. I'm not. That's not for me. But I'm with you, John. I get you. I hear you. This is something for me. I'm not. I don't. There's people that get a like we go bass fishing every year to Canada, and I enjoy it. I very much enjoy it. But we don't. You know, we might keep one or two, but we don't. We generally just throw them all back. Kelly, if you wouldn't have said that, I would have. I'm not saying I would have never remembered it because eventually I would have. But I would have remembered it. I would have remembered it 3.5 hours from now, as I was lying awake for 2 hours in bed because I couldn't think of it. Yeah, but it's called Rose Valley. But it's a man-made thing. It's shallow. It's, I don't know, 15, 20 feet. There's too many pickerel in that lake, though. We got to get rid of some of them pickerel. But I think if you went up there when they were spawning, you could do some good. You could catch them, maybe. I don't know. They say it's supposed to be a phenomenal perch lake. And if I catch perch, you can have all the rest of your fish. I'll take them all. I don't care. If I could catch 12-inch perch, you can keep everything else in your fucking lake. I don't want nothing to do with it. Well, I mean walleye, but I'll take all the perch you can give me. The first time I took the boys up to Black Lake in New York, and we caught a couple nice perch and some bass. Like, we didn't catch a lot of fish, but everything we caught was like bass up there is 15, I think. I think they got to be fit. That particular lake, they got to be 15 inches or bigger. We didn't catch a lot of bass, but all the bass we caught were legal, were bigger than 15 inches. We didn't catch anything small, which was weird. And then, well, I don't know, it was 10 years later we went back there. We didn't catch we fished there. It was me, Matt Kunkel, and Jared. We fished there I think we went for either a 3 or 4 day weekend, and I caught one bass that was legal out of the three of us for all the time we were there. We didn't catch a single other legal fish the entire time we were there. It was terrible. But that's why it's called fishing and not catching. Anyway, all right. I got to go close up the chicken, so thank you everybody for tuning in. I was not here yesterday. I was absolutely shot. I told Mima, I said, I gotta lay down. She said, go to sleep. I said, I can't. I said, if I go to sleep now, it was like 6:30. I said, I'm just gonna fucking be awake till 1:30 in the morning. I said, I'm gonna lay on the couch. I'm gonna watch some TV. I'll probably fall asleep, but I gotta wake up and close the chickens anyway. I don't know what time I woke up. I took a shower and I woke up this morning and I was like, oh shit, I didn't do a drink of the day yesterday. So my bad. Sorry, everybody. I feel like I almost feel like I have to change the name now since I missed yesterday. It is what it is. Plus, I was doing inventory. That was the show right there. That's all the notes I took on going through everything we sold at the show. We sold 32 t-shirts, 9 hoodies, 2 bottles of Bone Dust, 30 bottles of hot sauce, 18 bottles of honey, a couple glasses. We actually sold a coin, one of our coins, a hat, 1 cooking apron. I think that's it. Oh, and we also sold like I don't remember what the number was. 12 or 14 of these shirts that I had to order. I had to place another order because I told anybody if we run out of sizes, we'll order them. It's okay, Kelly. I talked last night to fill in for the drink of the day. Well, sorry, Ken. Never apologize. Right, Robert. It says it right there. It says it on the bottom, but it's hashtagged and it's hard to read. I made it a hashtag on the shirt. I just did it, and it's nice, but you can't read it because it's just a big clutter now. It just is what it is. So, anyhow, the trailer's going tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get home from work, I got to take the trailer to hockey. We're gonna get it on there. Never apologize for being patriotic. We'll be on the trailer tomorrow. I got to get. So the shirt guy has a new name for his business. So his current name for his business is 2 lines because it's Blue Star Screen Printing and Embroidery or something, whatever. It's 2 lines on the trailer. So that's got to. We're taking that off. It's going to be 1 line. Blue Star Ink and Thread, I think it's called. And then we're going to put the General's Hot Sauce on there. They're not really they're not. I guess they're a sponsor. I mean, Wild Creek Beef Farm sells us their honey, so the General's Hot Sauce is a sponsor. They just don't really know it, but they are. So we're going to put their name on the trailer too, because we sell more hot sauce than anything else. But like I said, if we can sell T-shirts, so maybe we have to make funny T-shirts or more event T-shirts specific or something. Like I said, I don't know if the shirt sold because it was a pickle fest or because I don't know. I don't know why it sold, but it sold. We sold a shit ton of them. I'm very happy with that. We sold. I mean, if you count the ones that were pre-bought that I'm reordering right now, we sold over 40 of these shirts in one day. So that's pretty solid. And we got a bunch of hoodies left. If anybody wants a pickle hoodie, we got a whole bunch. But it was hot that day. So we'll take them to Bowmanstown Bike Night in the fall. We'll get rid of them. Somebody will buy them. It's funny. Danny said he wants one. Danny that I work with. He said he wants... I checked with them before putting their name on there. No, I don't give a shit, Ken. I'm putting their name on there. Why would I check with them? Why would they care about being advertised? They're awesome. The fuck was I just gonna say? I don't remember. Anyway, okay. The Barrows are sending fucking messages to the group message. They're shit-faced on a fucking boat somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, the Atlantic Ocean. That's that one. Right. Yeah, they're on their way to Europe. All right. I gotta close the chickens. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. That was very disconjointed. I apologize. Never apologize for being patriotic. And, that's all I got. Tomorrow night, I'll be getting the trailer lettered at the sticker guy. We're going to get True Support on the dog tags on the tailgate. We're going to get Never Apologize for Being Patriotic down the side. I got to get stickers made for Travis French for his race car. I'm going to talk to him about making like this. We got this sticker, right? So this is a 6-inch sticker. 6-inch sticker, Spoonman Saloon supports our troops. I want him to make a 6-inch sticker that says that the trailer logo with the Team Spoonman on top, the flag, and then Never Apologize for Being Patriotic. Maybe we'll put a QR code on there. But I'm going to talk to him about that tomorrow. So I should probably make a video right now because the odds of me, if I go to Hockey's house tomorrow, if I get home at 4 o'clock and I get to his house at 4:30, the odds of me getting home before fucking 9 o'clock at night are very, very, very slim. Because if you think I can talk, this motherfucker here, he got it going on. Robert, you know what's funny? So, actually, he was just on here. Well, he was on here earlier tonight. But Barry the Hon, I know, Spoonapalooza is 6 weeks away. That's fucking crazy. My friend Barry Hahn, or as I refer to him, Barry the Hahn, he was a cyclist. And they did, super, super long distance road bike rides for fun, for raising money. And they had glasses, not laser etched, but printed glasses, like printed with ink on the side or whatever. And they had a QR code of whatever their group was that did these rides. And he said they would take these glasses when he would go out to eat somewhere. He would sneak the glass into the restaurant, and he'd order a beer or whatever that would come in that glass, and then he would dump it into his glass and drink with it. So they would take his glass, and now his glass with his QR code would get circulated through their restaurant. And he said I don't remember how many he said they put out, 60 or 70 of them. Hello, Crystal. And he said he finally got caught. He said he was at a restaurant, and the lady said, "Did you bring your own glass here?" And he said, "Yeah, I did. Is that a problem?" And she's like, and he told her what they were doing, and she's like, "No, that's awesome." So yeah, that was pretty cool. But all right. Now we got a big ass list of songs here from that. I still don't remember what that song was I told her to play about. All right. I got to close my chickens up. Good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Never apologize for being patriotic. Swim man, swim drink of the day. Peace out. See you tomorrow.